the Madden Seasons. This is week 4 game in the AFC with 7 teams. KC are 4th with 1 win and 2 losses. And New England are just on 2 wins, unbeaten, the only unbeaten team. And they're on 2 wins. New England. Let's go through some of the other stats. Offensive score 4 is 23 average for KC and 28 for New England. New England are 316.5 yards per passing per game against KC being 239.3. Passing touchdowns per game is 2 to New England, 1.3 to KC. Interceptions per game is 0.5 to New England, 0.6 to KC. Yards rushing per game is 167 to New England, 148 to KC. Oh, sorry, it's 141 to New England, 148 to KC. Rushing touchdowns is 1 per game to New England and 1.6 to KC. Fumbles per game is 1.5 to New England, 1.3 fumbles per game to KC. And just the defensive score is 18.5 for New England and 26 for KC. So I'm just basically doing the offense and then the defense. I'll have the detailed stats for before this game on the basic info for the YouTube. If you have a look at that. Okay, go on to the game now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the 2 guys that might very well be considered the most dangerous tight ends in the game. It's Travis Kelce and Gronk. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. Their locker room, they are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Kansas City led out by Alex Smith, and it's a group that's hoping to bounce back a loss against Pittsburgh. And the offense struggled. Alex Smith, probably his worst performance of the season, 19 of 34, 246 yards.
Tells you the bar that he set, doesn't it? If that's his worst performance of the season, Alex Smith has been on fire all year long. Okay, they're not going to go undefeated, but Kansas City still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
They ranked 20th overall in total offense in 2016. But when I look at Kansas City's offense, I see much better than that. Wide receivers who are fast and skillful downfield, running backs who make people miss and can get the ball into the end zone, a tight end who's a game breaker down the middle. I think this team is way better than the numbers suggest.
Second and 10, Smith again. It's K.C. on the ground. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And it's complete to K.C. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16. And
not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelce, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelce's game.
On the run, it's Ware. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See the New England starting defense now, a defense that they've been struggling, haven't they? Another 300-yard game given up to a passer, this time to McCown this last week.
Yeah, Josh McCown of the Jets, what do you have, 354 in that game? But as you mentioned, 6 straight games they've given up over 300 yards passing. Not what you would expect from a New England Patriots defense, but somehow they've managed to fashion together a 4-2 record, and you fully expect that defense to find a way to improve before this year's over.
Here's Smith now on second down, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, He wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tom Brady helped lead New England. That's his last week in an AFC East. And now he brings the Patriots back onto the field. Actually, that win last week broke the record for the most career regular season wins with 187 for Tom Brady.
Yeah, previously tied with Peyton Manning and Brett Favre. But even before he set this record, he already held the record for most wins as a starting quarterback when you added in postseason and obviously those Super Bowls.
Yeah, we've documented it before. Tom Brady's pretty good, isn't he?
The answer to that is yes.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They go play action here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
On play action, now Brady. And no escaping this as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Shouting through the defense. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady now on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll fake the give to Gillisley, and now Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Smith on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, it's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Smith on the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll run now with Ware. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. To the right side, it's K.C. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
To me, the identity of the New England Patriots on offense is that they have no identity. They don't lean to the run. They don't lean to the pass. They just game plan each and every week for what they think is going to be most effective. And how does it turn out for them? One of the most balanced teams in the league, and they're usually way up there in the stats.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So just a lone field goal in this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They try again with Lewis. Nifty move. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
first down. Brady. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, 27 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Hey, I want to switch gears for a second. I'm going way off the radar here. But Tariq Cohen threw a touchdown pass last week, standing at 5'6". And
a towering 5'6".
You had an interesting note on this.
Yeah, he's the first player 5'6" or shorter to throw a touchdown pass in the NFL since Wee Willie Smith of the New York Giants in 1934.
I got to look this up.
All right, and I've had a lot.
Wee
Willie Smith. And I've had a lot of historians say, hold it a second, Eddie LeBaron, remember the quarterback? Eddie was 5'7", folks. He was posting up Tariq Cohen, okay?
I got it right here. Wee Willie Smith. You are correct.
Thank you. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Smith. They're going deep for Hill. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay his lacrosse background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
Brady now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's second down. Charles, that'll give us an opportunity to survey the league-wide landscape. We always talk about, oh, well, there's maybe some parity reigning supreme. I think there really is. Gosh, you had the Giants with a shocking win, Falcons with a shocking loss. You just never know what's going to happen in this league.
How about the Chargers beating the Raiders? That's another one that's a little bit of a shocker. And then finally, the last undefeated team, Kansas City, losing at home to Pittsburgh, which made the 1972 Dolphins very...
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The offense timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They run it here. Where? Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Kansas City first, Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler K.C.
I I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Throwing again is Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
Typical Alex Smith drive right there. Short, accurate passes, like a point guard in basketball distributing to his scorers.
Just taking what the defense is giving him. Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That pass going awry gives me a second to fit in a stat that you told me. The 3 worst rushing offenses in the NFL this past week, Charles, all had 100-yard runners, and they all got a win.
Yeah, how about the motivation for a couple of them, too? Adrian Peterson going to the Cardinals, he had a lot to prove, didn't he? He wanted to let everyone know that he still had the juice, and he ran all over Tampa Bay. How about Miami? Going into Atlanta and upsetting the Falcons, and Jay Ajayi got back on track. But did you have Orleans Darkwa of the Giants putting a 100 spot on the Denver Broncos in Denver and winning?
I did not have that.
You did not have that. Just think, all three of them won their game. Yeah, if you run the football in the league, you got a chance to be successful.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On first down, Brady. He gets it to James White. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks has the first half winding down. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On first down, Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second and 10, Smith again. And he hits his tight end, Escobar. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's a unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Smith. And it's complete to Kelce. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Ebner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Patriots are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Chiefs won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Now 1st and 10, Cook's wide open, able to make the grab. And he's going to go 27 yards for the score. We go now to early in the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Peterson's going to run it all the way back for the score. Now trailing by just 3. Following the forced fumble, Kelce's got nobody around him on the catch, and it leads to a touchdown. Chiefs go up by 4. Patriots have it late in the first half. Cooks by himself here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score, which takes the lead to 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady gives this one to Lewis. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahale in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8. And it sets up a 3rd and 15.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10. Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the ground, this is Ware. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st and 10. Here's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
2nd and 5. This is Lewis. Able to spin free. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ramik Wilson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
20!
On 1st down, Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run. This is Lewis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Brady to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So on fourth down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on third down, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Edelman set to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Lewis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. The tight end K.C. has it over the middle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Smith to throw again. He's got it. This is Ware. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tiger, C.J. Spiller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To throw is Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Ten yards still left on second down. Now it's Smith. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Escobar with it over the middle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 1st down, Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Dumps that off to Ware. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, second down. Now Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Smith now to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. They'll leave this for Ware. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Throwing again is Smith. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. .35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Okay, so after that game, New England played 3-1-3 and in first position. And